Hello once again, YouTube, and welcome to welcome to another video. Now today, this is my second video I'm recording today, but I have to admit I haven't been doing videos as frequently as I used to, because I'm a bit tired of making YouTube videos at the moment. Sort of, yeah, I don't know, it's just that I don't find them very satisfying, you know. I think it's having none of the nice fancy tracks that many other YouTubers have. It makes me feel like my channel's going nowhere. I haven't got a mic, haven't got editing software, haven't got a proper camera to put onto my computer. It's all just makes me feel like crap. But today we're going to do another video. I'm going to try and find it in me to do a review of an album that I quite like. I teased this on my Instagram. It's by the Electric Light Orchestra's Out of the Blue. Now, if you're not familiar with Electric Light Orchestra, it's a how do you describe their music? I'm not really sure, to be honest, but they're progressive rock, I think, and they're classic rock, and they usually use like string in their songs. So yeah, they're a bit unique. This is double album. So yeah, it's a gatefold. Did the same thing that Led Zeppelin did back in the 70s. Yes, this is one of their popular records. Anyway, I'll try and make it through this damn video. Oh god. First off, the record starts off with Turn to Stone. It's a good song. It's a really good song. It's got a nice rhythm to it. The melody gets stuck. The chorus gets stuck in your head the first time you hear it. It's quite catchy. It's got a good riff. This whole Jeff Lynne's vocals are really good. Yeah, you can see I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. Yeah. I'm also a little bit tired as well. Oh, I didn't realise this. I didn't even realise this. It came with pictures of the band. I never seen this before. Okay, yes. So yeah, good opening track about in my blue world I turn stone. When you are gone, I turn to stone. Da, 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 da. A man who gets a little bit sad when the love of his life is gone. Next song on the record. Oh, can you tell I'm tired? Yeah, I've had like a very long week where I've been all I've been doing is looking after animals at this farm. It really kind of stresses me out, and I just do not feel like making videos at the moment. But since I'm obliged to do this, I have to. Anyway, yeah, it's over. So it's a good song, obviously. It's a really good song. The guitar work on this album is really good. You get the classic track "Sweet Talking Woman," one of my favourite tracks on. Yeah, sweet talking woman. Yeah, shows the musical talents of the Electric Light Orchestra. Well, I don't have to do all the album, but so moving on to just picking out my favourite highlights of the album, shall we? Moving on to side 2, we got Night in the City. Really good. Really good. Song, I would say. It's not sure what it's about. I think it's about a prostitute. I think. Yeah. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Yeah, it must be that. Starlight. Also a good song. Nice guitar work. Really catchy chorus. Really good melody. You've got nice. They also use like Moogs, which were like the precursors to the synthesizers or keyboards. So there's a fun fact for you. Then we got Stepping Out. It's also a good song. I don't really. Honestly, I'm at loss for words to say on this album. This album is really popular. Everybody loves this album. Everybody who's heard this album knows they love this album. I know I'm gonna give it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 for this. So what's the point in even reviewing it? And I've reached the 7-minute mark, so I can keep this review short. Anyway, on side 3, you get like a little concept, like a short concept album. Like 1/4 of this album is in fact a concept album, and it's a concerto for a rainy day, which contains Standing in the Rain, Summertime and Lightning, and the famous epic song Mr. Blue Sky. Well, which everybody loves. I've done a cover of it, so you already know my love for this album. But yeah, Mr. Blue Sky, classic track. So, and I think, you know, the Beatles, those guys over there, yeah, I think if they continued into the 1970s together, like 1976 or somewhere about there, I think they would sound a little bit like ELO. Oh, by the way, this was the only record they had there of ELO, which I found extremely weird, and I was like, now, why the hell do you not have Time, or, like, Discovery, or those other seminal albums? Yeah, this album is really good, but they have so many good albums. They just had this, the greatest hits, and a picture disc version of this album, which I found very disappointing. Anyway, yeah, I think the Beatles would sound like ELO, and this track does have a sort of Beatles vibe to it. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Really sounds like the Beatles with the vocal harmonies. Sort of like something they would have done in Sgt. Pepper's, where they were experimenting with orchestras, violins, cellos, all that lovely stuff they do in the Electric Light Orchestra does. The other songs on side 3 are also really good, but of course they're with Mr. Blue Sky, so they get a little bit overshadowed by Mr. Blue Sky. My second favourite of side 3 has to be Summer and Lightning, really good song. Then we got the first instrumental track on the album, The Whale, which does sound like a little bit like a whale, aka Amy Schumer. Oh! Roast! Celebrity roast video! Hey! Then we have Birmingham Blues, which is a much more traditional song than the other song. And I quite like Birmingham Blues. Since it's called Birmingham Blues, it's a very good song to play in Birmingham, which is Jeff Lynne's home, whilst you're sad, you know. And the next one is very good to play when you're in the outback, down under, or yeah, in like Texas, Utah, the outskirts of Texas, Utah, Kansas, and anywhere that's like sandy for miles and miles. This is a good song to play, which is Wild West Hero, which is one of my, hands down, one of the best album closers ever. Up there with Brain Damage and Eclipse. This album closes good. A Day in the Fucking Life. It's up there with those. I'm being serious. This album closes very well, I would say. And it's about this guy who has a dream to be out there in the Wild West. It also has a nice old-timey piano, which I don't know if it's actually one of those old-timey pianos, but it sounds pretty good. Guitar solo sounds really good as well. And it has its quiet moments, and it has its loud, orchestral, massive, epic moments. What else do I say? It's really good, and after all, this album is really good, and I might rate it higher than 10. No, that's not fair. Rate it 10 out of 10. It's the best fucking album ever. One of the best albums ever. So, I'll see you all in the next one, which will be whatever I feel like doing. Goodbye!